All the situations that we're in right now, we cause because we support people like Antoine Daniels, Charleston White, Jesse Lee Peterson, Candace Owens. Again, if I forgot to say it one time, I'll say it again because she deserves it. These people are diabolical in what they're doing. And they know what they're doing because it's for a cash grab. So they try to play us and try to play white people, but white people benefit by their actions because they're fueling white supremacy. When you do that, you validate everything that the white supremacists are doing to us. It's so weak, and it shows the credentials and the mindset of these goofies. All they want is success, dream chasers, a bunch of fools. We suffer because these people sell us out with that African mindset of tribalism, which killed us all over the world because we have to be number one if it comes to information, if it comes to YouTube, if it comes to rap. That's why in every profession we're beefing. We're so egotistical, territorial, and goofy and trained by the masters to be their fools. This is why we'll never rise, and they know that. That's why white supremacy keep rearing its ugly head. Then there's always going to be a coon because there's a bag at the end of the day to be grabbed, and they're going to grab it because they sold out. They don't care about us. All they care about is money and their family. Hear that? Their family. That's why they say they, them, and they separate themselves from us in language, and speech is directional. They're going somewhere. They have it already plotted out in their head. They separated themselves from us, and we don't hear it because we see skin color and think that we're all family. That's not the case. Some people live just to get money and only care about their outcome in life. They don't care about yours. That's why they'll sell the group out, but they already sold out. So we have to get that right. Andrew Gilliam, Tiffany Cross, and Angela Rye, the three stooges that get on TV and talk nothing but Democrat points. They're paid shills. Then you have the other half that flip-flop back and forth, seesawing, because they don't care about us. All this is about the bag and creating a future for themselves because they have a weak female mentality. And I'm talking about the men. They cry, they whine, and they can't sustain on their own. So they need a zaddy. So what do? They choose that side of selling us fake talking points while they already sold out. And we don't pay attention to their actions. That's why we get sucked up into this vacuum of BS that they're spewing to us in our community and keeping us stagnated because we believe these people like they really want to see us progress. But if there's any policy for progression, they shoot it down. Reparations. They don't even fight for a bill for our safety, but every other nationality has a bill to protect them and give them equal rights, but we don't. We have these fake acts and nobody gets punished because of white supremacy. They always move the goalposts. You can have two cases that are the same and they'll justify the white one why he did what he did because we're already criminalized, and it's sad that our own people sit back and demonize us for paper money so they can have success and poke their chests out and look down on us. What a bunch of goofy black aristocrat boule goofies who are in the way of our progression. And like I said, you don't have to kill or fight these people. Simply turn your back on them and they won't exist. We give them energy by keep talking about them, and it's time to stop. That's how you push them out. Ostracize them when they come around. Don't go to their events. Don't watch their channels. It's just as simple as that. We want to march and dance. All we have to do is walk away from all this nonsense, but we're too arrogant, too brainwashed, and caught up in the money game that these people created and control the whole monopoly and use us as pawns like we should be because we don't know better. Minority-minded children who can't think for themselves. Antoine Daniels, Candace Owens, Stephen A. Smith, and all these people who bend over and take it in every hole for these people and justify every ill that they do to us so they can stay in favor with these people. Man, it's time to just let these people go because there's nothing we could do to save them and nothing we could do or say to change people's mind. That's why we need to flock together and counter these people's weak actions. It's simple. Don't pay them any attention and they won't exist. And if we want to get out of this system, we simply have to walk away. It doesn't have to be in one day. It can be gradually, and the system will fail. We can slide into our own reality and create our own world like Jewish people do. They walk around and don't even speak to people and make everybody else feel invisible. Why can't we do that? It's simple because we have the Cinderella effect. We want to be associated or validated by these people. It's time to break that programming and break free and walk away. They can't rule you if you're not there. And if you know the system is created and they created it through white supremacy so they can stay on top. That's why every 10 years we're going to see racist stuff because they have to fuel the energy of their people because we will take over and they will never let their guards down. So that is not going to happen. That's why they counter it. That's why every policy goes against us because they're keeping us in check. We're on a chessboard. And we don't understand it. They're keeping us cornered. That's white supremacy. You can't see it. You can't touch it. You can't feel it, but it exists unconsciously through people's action because they feel superior. It's time for us to really wake up and see the world for what it is. The earth definitely has been given in the hands of the wicked. Don't believe the Bible, but I believe the metaphor because it's existing right in front of my eyes. They keep moving the goalposts. So we have to eliminate these suckers by eliminating our time talking about them and watching them. It's just as simple as that. And they'll fade away because all they're a fad for white supremacy. And it's working right now. But it's definitely time to change the way we think and counter these goofies because they're definitely hurting our movement.